This imposing hotel is located about 2 kilometers outside of the bustling tourist city of Dubrovnik. Proudly overlooking the sea, it once welcomed visitors who arrived in the port city by ship. Today the Belvedere Hotel is a relic, showing the scars of the homeland war in which Croatians defended their land from the Serbian-controlled JNA, Yugoslav People's Army. It has now been reclaimed by cats. The feline occupants have some of the best views in Dubrovnik. Belvedere Hotel was opened as a 5-star resort in 1985 when Croatia was part of Yugoslavia. It had over 200 rooms, a helipad and a private boat dock. It's easy to imagine why the hotel was so popular. It has unrivaled views across the water to the island of Lokrum and into the old town of Dubrovnik. Unfortunately, it was only open for 6 years, as in 1991 the homeland war began. The aim was for Croatia to become an independent country. Dubrovnik was sieged by the JNA for 7 months whilst Croatian forces defended the city. During the siege in 1991, dozens of Croatian refugees sought shelter in the Belvedere Hotel. The JNA heavily bombed Dubrovnik to try to push out the Croatian soldiers, and Belvedere Hotel shows damage from this time. The Belvedere has been left abandoned since the Croatian War of Independence. It is estimated that Croatia's economy dropped between 21 to 25% in this time, and so it's no surprise that they could not afford to restore the hotel to its former glory. But its abandoned state has provided the backdrop to some famous scenes. The sea-level amphitheater was used on the set of Game of Thrones. The crest of House Baratheon was painted on the floor and was the stage for the battle between the Red Viper and the Mountain. Locals have painted over the crest with the emblem of Hajduk, a well-loved Croatian football team. The ruins were also used for filming the biopic about the World War II Vogue journalist Lee Miller. In 2014 the hotel was sold at auction for €12 million to a Russian billionaire Viktor Vekselberg. The Russian planned to create a 600-bed hotel with 500 parking spaces. The site was also going to house a congress hall and concert hall. The project never got started and has been on hold since. It is unlikely that Belvedere Hotel is going to be restored to its former glory anytime soon due to EU sanctions on property owned by Russians. Once we entered we were greeted by a round desk, huge open spaces and floor-to-ceiling windows looking out on the water and Lokrum. Upon the desk was a phone directory of Croatia from 1991. The sounds of people enjoying the weather on the beach below could be heard through the broken windows of the hotel. The sound of locals and tourists enjoying themselves and utilizing the space near abandoned buildings was a common theme in Croatia. A highlight of the visit was seeing the famous spiral staircase, a magnificent structure that highlighted the grandeur of this decaying hotel. We ventured down a number of floors until we reached 6 old bathtubs all spooning each other. Each of the floors we explored were nearly identical. Each hotel room had a very 1980s style bathroom in it, with green toilet suites and dark green tiling. The selling point of the hotel rooms would have been the large balconies. Due to the Belvedere's prime location, 3 sides of the hotel overlooked the water, so you were guaranteed a room with a view. Along the corridor, parts of the plush carpet had remained, and hung on a hook was a jacket from the Belvedere uniform with HB embroidered on the breast with gold thread.